Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello.
Ooh, hello.
Ooh, fancy transition. Hopefully everything is working.
Wow, we were.
Yeah, this is big and different. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Testing, testing. Please, dear God, make it that we're working. We're in two places at once.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you all haven't, actually, Jazz, you want to place some links and stuff around of where people should also go and
I could if
see
I can
us?
find the button. Here we go. There it is.
But there we go. We're up on YouTube at the moment. Hi, YouTube. Yeah, we decided that it was probably a good idea that we started spreading ourselves around a little bit. And we're going to have a... We thought that, having a separate YouTube channel for AA stuff was probably the best. So we're going to be working through getting all of the old streams up on there instead of being on my personal channel. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Really, it's because
Judge-
Judge is lazy and he doesn't want to keep uploading the streams as VODs.
Yeah, it's definitely the lazy
Like-
part. Not the fact that I've got so much stuff to do.
Yeah, no, definitely
It's
lazy.
not the busy part, not the life and the
Nah.
own personal streams and all that other stuff that's I've got going on. No,
Nah.
Never in
not
your
at
life.
Not a chance.
all. Jiff, long time no see around these spaces. How you doing? Well done getting the front seat, mate. It is all yours. No one else here really wants
I
it.
don't want it.
Grog, thank you for the resub. 23 months. It's been a while, dude.
Yeah, it's been 23
That's
months.
like it has. Yeah. So tonight is
I
yeah.
don't have my book. Oh,
Oh,
want that.
mistake.
Idiot.
got it. I
This
keep it
isn't
beside my
the
paper.
first time that we've all been here, is it? We had one other session where we're all together, and then Drac pissed off for a week,
Out there.
and now we're all back.
Correct.
I got sick from that wedding.
I
So it
got
was
sick
worth
of the
it.
wedding. Does that count?
No.
Yeah.
Depends. Were you coughing and having snot just coming out of every hole?
Orifice.
I was gonna say something.
Thank you, Isaac,
I
for the sub
choose.
as well.
I choose.
I
Appreciate
clicked the
it.
button. Oopsies.
Oopsies.
I left guest star. I'm back.
Welcome back.
So let's go around the room.
Hang on,
Isaac,
I need
who's
to
got his
go
camera
make
back
sure
again.
Isaac's not Isaac. Ash is not downloading anything. I'm struggling out here.
Isaac, stop downloading stuff.
I'm sorry.
Please, you can stream it now. It's
Hello.
2025.
Hello, everyone. I'm Isaac, otherwise known as Rathian. I got my camera back.
Thank
See
God.
my
Yes.
beautiful place.
Yes.
I play Gimbal, the Forge Domain Gnome Cleric, who is currently not in jail. So it sucks to suck for the rest of them, I guess. We'll see what happens.
He's on the
Last time I
lamb.
saved.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Grog.
Hi, I'm Grog. I am playing Jupi, the Total Sorcerer. Yeah, I don't have a camera today. I normally do, but I don't at the moment.
That's fine.
But yeah, I'll have it next time.
No
That's all right.
worries. Mia.
Hi, I'm Mia. Merely Mia. I play Nari, the Drake Ranger. The Triton Ranger. Here's Drake Warden Ranger.
We
bit
do
rough.
this every time.
I added a word that wasn't meant to be there. I make dice. I made the dice that killed Judge, but also got Lao captured last session. Thank you.
I also made the
Dice
dice that we're
giveth,
going to
and the
kill
dice
Zook tonight.
taketh away.
Dice together. What'd you say, Isaac?
Also made the dice that are going to kill Zoopy tonight.
Oof.
No,
Zoopy doesn't play with those ones.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
Valverex specials.
Yeah, they're Borox's ones.
I thought he was Baragash. Or Battle Axe.
Bolsack.
Battle Axe is my favorite.
Benadryl.
Benadryl. My friend.
Grog knows not to mix dice.
It just means I don't think. So I was nearly going to stuff the name up again. Balvarax is going to not defend Tor anymore from those little comments. I apologize.
Why are you apologizing to Blinky Cracks?
Drac, who are you?
Hi, I'm Drakai. I play everyone's unfortunate, not arrested father, Duke. I also DM Sunday Night at Scale of Fate, where you can see 4 of these other 5 people, including Grogbottle, who plays the funny named character.
You're going to stuff it up too, weren't you?
Bleeding X.
What's Duke's dexterity? Just out of curiosity.
14.
Be a lot lower once he casts slow on him. Give him the old 1-2 slow fireball.
Yeah.
Ooh. That's funny. I've got like 3 other characters.
And Jazz.
Hello, my name is Jez Like Onion. I'm very much struggling with handling this YouTube stream at the moment. But I play Lau, who had all of his stuff stolen, which is very unfortunate. And I am coming back streaming soon.
Yay.
Boy.
Watch this space.
And I'm now leaving. Bye.
Oh,
Love you, Jazz.
It's funny.
I'm
Yeah. All right. So, a little bit of housekeeping before we get started. As always, I try and keep the game going, the flow happening. So I don't spend a lot of time replying to chat messages. I do read them all, but I want to make sure the immersion stays high for all of our players. So please talk amongst yourselves. The mods that aren't playing will hopefully keep chat rolling as well as my lovely bailiff, of which you can just go at Helmall and ask him a question. Don't you hashtag? Maybe hashtag justice delivered will happen tonight, huh? You all.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Oh no. All right. Well, shall we have a recap?
Recap, we got ambushed on the way back to Alderloft Adventures. During the ambush, Duke fell in a hole and was out of combat. Wink. The
Wink.
rest of us managed to survive, barely. After we managed to kill all the assassins, assaulters, spicy assaulters, we loot the bodies and Zoopy burns them all. But during combat, Zoopy says something that earns the distrust of the whole group, that the bounty has been claimed. So, on the way back to Alderloft, Nari states that she does not like it and she's gonna get sold off because of what Zoopy says. Gimbu does not give a fuck. He wants to go back to his mentor, Ivor. So we get back to Alderloft, we take the sewers in town. Duke splits from the group, going to where he's going. Zoopy goes up, while the rest of them go down to Ivor's forge. Gimbal explains that his forge is dying, and the plates that he gets given in his wet dreams are saying help. Ivor explains that there's a forge to be found to save, and then they left. Upon leaving, Lau, Zoopy, Nori got arrested. Gimbal made it out, thanks to Nari's great generosity and amazingness and all of her talents above and her one good deed. And that's where we left off.
That was not a lot of recap for like the time we spent.
I know, right?
Nari gassed herself.
Hey, I didn't want to go into the details. Find out more by rewatching Alderloft Adventures. Now on Alderloft Adventures on YouTube.
Soon to be.
Soon to be.
Not that episode just yet.
Come
We've
back.
got some work to do there first. Excellent. All right. So where we're going to start tonight off is going to be with Duke.
Center of attention.
How
My favorite spot.
Get out.
Duke, you split off from the group knowing that there's something that you must go and do.
Yeah. I go to Young Guard's Goods or whatever it's fucking called. How clear are the streets? I'm trying to be pretty inconspicuous.
So what time did you guys arrive at the city?
I don't know, I wasn't here.
I think it was dust.
It was just like in the afternoon, wasn't it? Just as the sun was setting, I believe you said.
Dust.
All right. So it's not too busy on the streets.
Cool.
It's at that point just before people are knocking off from work, heading to the tavern. So the streets themselves aren't busy, but they're going to start getting busier.
Cool.
Sun is starting to go down. It's no longer high in the sky. You're able to keep to the shadows along the streets for a fair bit of it. Before you get to that main square that most of the places are at.
Cool. Is the shop open, busy?
It's not busy. It is open. You can see there's still a sign out the front. The door, as normal, is closed, but you can still tell that the place has not actually closed down for the night yet.
Cool. I walk in.
Yep. You enter the store. There's nobody in the main
Hat off.
coat on the rack. Close the door gently.
Yeah.
Clear his throat. Excuse me, sir. You walk in and close the door and hear a voice from one of the back rooms. Be there in a moment. Just tidying up a couple of things.
I stand there, gauntleted hands clasped behind my back.
You hear a bit of a rustling happen. A few boxes placed down, and out from the back. Oh, we've lost Isaac. No, there it is. Regis comes out from one of the back rooms.
The back
now
rooms.
What can I do?
Oh, he doesn't get the reference. Never mind.
We didn't hear you, that's
We didn't-
why.
Oh, okay. I said the back rooms.
Oh,
Get out.
that thing. Yeah. Is that still a
That's where
thing?
I was going.
Do people still talk about that? Is that like, or are we like a week old with that jazz?
I get it.
Old.
Sorry, I
anyway.
immediately got
We're
distracted.
up with the kids. We are.
Yeah.
Um,
Hello,
so
how
we
you
just-
do, fellow kids?
I could hear your knees crack from here.
Jazz is just—he's hit that point where he's now old.
Mm.
Oh no. So Regis comes from one of the rooms that exist behind the main room.
Damn.
Yes, sir. Oh. So you're all back.
Hello,
Where's-
Regis.
Is
He's
Remo
alive.
with you?
He's alive. Last I saw him, he is not
Where is he?
traveling with us anymore. I don't know. He left.
I'm sorry.
he left. He left a letter for you, and I pull it out of my coat and I proffer it to him.
He reads over the letter. No. He can't go by himself. You were meant to look after him. I specifically told you to look after my boy.
And I was, until he slipped away.
Where did he go? Where is he?
Don't know. We were underwater. Some
Underwater.
Triton, yes. So we went to a Triton kingdom, saved them from being sold into slavery. It's the details.
It was the whole thing.
You left him down there?
No, he got out. I think. Did he get out? I'm pretty sure the fish
Never
guy
actually went in. He.
Ah, okay.
So basically, you guys went into the city.
Yeah.
He stayed back, and then by the time you were finished doing what you had to do,
Yeah.
you're gone.
Yeah.
Just you left him.
He left us, Regis.
He won't survive out there. He's just a boy. He's just a little boy.
My
Regis,
boy.
how old were you when you went adventuring?
Older than him.
How old?
20s, early 20s.
So not that old. A couple years here and there does not make that much of a difference. I
had
am-
help.
So did he.
He's by himself now.
We all must make our own choices, Regis. I am here.
Slumps
To
to the
deliver
floor
this.
on his knees.
Duke walks over and gently places his hand on Regis's shoulder.
Who's gonna look after him? Who's gonna make sure he's okay?
Duke kneels down, sort of squats down to get as close to head height as he can.
You gotta like lie down.
Yeah. And he goes, Regis, there comes a time where people need to find their own way. He has the capabilities to look after himself. He's not some teenager. He's not a young kid fresh out of school. He is seasoned, Regis.
Is that what you've told your children?
Oh,
Regis, I don't have children, I think. I don't know.
I'm not paying for child support at least.
There's a lot I don't know about myself, Regis.
And how would you know what it's like?
I don't.
Then who are you to give advice to a father who has no idea where his child currently is?
Look, I've done what I've came here to do. He stands up and starts to walk out.
I'll pay you. I'll pay you whatever you ask.
He stops, turns around, says, "And what would you like me to do? We just scour the planet for him."
Just bring him back. Bring him home.
Listen, I understand loss. Maybe not of a child, but I understand loss. Unfortunately, I will keep an eye out for him. You do not need to pay me for that, but he is not my priority right now. I cannot tell you the details because I do not want to put you in danger, but there are bigger things.
I've got no one now. I don't know where my son is. I've lost my wife. I'm alone. What now? You're just gonna walk away?
I will be around, Regis. I am apparently wanted in the city for our actions. But, like I said, there are bigger things right now. I will be around. We, the Severed Hand, will be around. But I think you need to take some time, Regis. Find yourself, or get into contact with your old crew and find your son. That is up to you. You have 2 paths you can take. But I think your boy needs space. I think he needs to find himself without standing in anyone's shadows.
My old crew. Where's Voss?
Oh, I forgot he
left
came with
you.
us.
He stayed in Rustabar.
Rustabar.
Thank you. Thanks. Line! What's my goddamn line? He stayed in Rustabar. In fact, we got to Rustabar and he just left us. Listen, Regis, I am sorry this happened. I did not want him to go. I did my best to make sure he was safe and happy and survived, but he still left. He still wanted to go on his own. I will always keep an eye out for him. And if I hear anything, I will let you know.
Just go. Just leave. Just go.
I turn and leave.
It's like, I was
hear
trying
him
to do
start
that
sobbing.
before.
Yeah. You hear him start sobbing as the door starts to close.
Yeah, I gently close it.
Flip the sign to closed.
There's a few more people wandering about now.
Mm-hmm. I sort of flick my coat collar up. Hold on, what do I have? Do I have anything that can aid me? Fuck, why did I take minor illusion?
Yeah.
Nah, nothing. It'll help me. Okay. Where would we generally meet Reyna when we were in the city? At the
Did you say,
Balloon
like,
Ball,
the
right?
Town hall. She said to meet you there one time.
Yeah, that was when we were done. And I don't think I want to go towards the town hall right now, knowing what I know.
Hey, no metagaming, bitch.
No, Duke heard that he was wanted. Zoopy told him, showed him the poster.
So,
Imagine talking to other
would you
characters.
have told everyone that he met Reyna at the Bull and Boar?
No, I think it was only Duke.
I think,
Go back to the Duke notes.
yeah. I think
Because that is where you met her, but it's down to what information you would have given to the group.
I wasn't hiding anything at any point. Like I wasn't
Yeah,
trying to be sneaky or subtle. So I very much was clear in I've been
I think
tasked
he
by
mentioned
Reyna
it.
to
Yeah,
bring you all back.
I'm
And I
pretty
produced posters.
I'm pretty sure like the first episode we saw him, he said something similar.
Yeah.
Editor, play back the clip.
So you could assume that a centralized point would be the Bull and Boar Tavern.
All right, I do my best to side street skulk over.
Like, the Bull and Boar isn't far from the general goods store. It's still in that same fountained area.
Yeah.
So it doesn't take you very long to just, pass a couple of shops
Yeah.
and get to the Bull and Boar.
Cool.
There's a few people standing out the front in like, little groups of people of 3 or 4 people sort of chatting and muttering to
Me.
one another.
I just
Well, they didn't say that, but
He just spilled something.
I
Yeah.
spilt a lot of something. I'll be back.
All right.
okay.
Poor Jazz.
It's rough.
We're all going, oh no, and Mia just starts cackling.
The best,
just
like,
'cause-
little witch cackle as well.
It's because he's smiling through such a pain time. He's like putting on a face, and you can tell he just wants
I'm
to like
live.
break the headset.
I'm live. Again.
Breath.
Oh,
Take a breath. Take a breath. Center.
Oh.
Ooh.
Damn. That looks like
oh,
coffee.
no.
It's worse.
It's okay, it is.
It's ginger beer.
Oh, shit.
Hmm.
So what do these groups look like? Regular citizens? Are they looking gaudy?
No, so they're just regular citizens. They're gathering around like something has just happened and they're gossiping about what they've seen. Sort of pointing off and sort of muttering to one another, and you hear slight whispers.
I sort of try and nonchalantly get closer. Like, if they're like here, I'm like pretending I need to go like here
Yep.
and seeing what I can overhear. Life of an outlaw stuff.
You hear a couple of ladies gathered around talking. One of them goes, So what's going to happen if some more's been taken? Does that mean that the Bull and Boar's not going to be open? Like where are we going to have our chance to sit around and gossip and hear about what's happening around the town? We're going to have to go find somewhere else.
I internally sigh the sighest of sighs, and I go to I gotta make my way around to the. Is there a back door? Some way I can get into the Bull and Ball that's not the front door?
Yep. So there's the entrance down to the fighting pits, which rejoin up to the
Cool.
the tavern itself.
Yeah. I'd like
So
to.
you'd obviously know where that is.
Yeah, I'd like to stealthily go down there.
Yep. Give me a stealth roll.
Yeah. Oh, thank God. 16 and 18 on the die. That's a 18.
Damn. So you're able to open up the basement doors. So they're the stereotypical,
Yeah.
wooden doors that open up and you step down into them.
Yeah, cool.
You, having gone down there often enough, know that they're not the most well-maintained doors, so there is a creak to them, but you're able to open the doors to the point where they would usually creak and sneak your way down the stairs.
Alright. Okay. I cautiously, like, I don't rush down. I take it step by step, listening to make sure that no one else is in there.
You do hear rustling as you get down to the bottom of the stairs.
Mhm.
What is before you is it's not a fighting ring as far as like a boxing ring, but it's a cleared out circle in the middle of the basement where you yourself know is where you've won many of fights.
My bad.
Well, I slip back into old routines. I drink the place dry and I fight the closest thing. Oh.
Hi, YouTube.
You're seeing us live.
I swear, we do this every couple of weeks. This isn't our first time. Oh, man. Yeah, so you hear rustling happening off to one side.
What do I see? What does my warlock dark eyes see?
You see a man of small stature huddled over huddled over a box, and it looks like he's rifling through pages.
Does he have in any official garb?
No, he's just wearing a standard like leather jerkin.
Cool.
Do you approach him?
Quietly.
Yeah. As you get closer and he turns a certain way, you recognize this person.
Does he have claws? So you have 2 fingers and a thumb?
No.
No, alright, so it's not the smuggler.
No. So this is one of the lead announcers that usually announce the fights that you go to. You never actually know his name. He's just known as the Master of Ceremonies.
How close am I at this point?
You're within 20 feet.
Okay. I go "Tst," after something.
He immediately stops doing what he's doing and looks backward at you. And as soon as he locks eyes with you, you immediately see his shoulders just slump and he breathes out a sigh of relief. Oh, thank Christ, it's you, Duke. What
Who's
are you
Christ?
doing here? He's one of the guys that come in usually.
Right.
You know,
right.
the old joke we keep saying that he's always the lucky one. No time for this. No time for this. Get another box over there. Just scrunch it all up, put it in a pile. We're setting a light. Just get it ready.
Why?
Duke, he's been taken. They're gonna ransack this place. They're gonna find all of our betting documents. They're gonna, if they don't have the evidence, they can't pin anything on us. We won't get hung or jail or exiled.
Or worse,
Whatever they're gonna do to us.
expelled.
I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. I honestly, I've never got to this point. I'm normally quick enough to get out of here, but I got stuck here. Just set it all alight. Let's get out of here. It'll all blow over. Come back.
Do you know why he was arrested?
I didn't stop to ask the guards. It's a standing rule that if the guards come and take him away, clear the place out. We may have to go as far as burning the place down. I'm not sure yet. We'll see how far we get when we get there.
What documents have you found so far?
Betting slips, rosters, who's fighting who, that sort of stuff.
That's it?
Are you expecting something else?
I've learnt to not be surprised with what I find.
It's a pit fighting ring. We make money.
Do you know what's going on in the city right now?
Well, it's a bit of an upheaval. The economy's gone to shit since there's been he looks around. There's been some high-profile murders happening.
Really?
Ooh.
Who's dead?
remember the drow other side of town, the Dazine, the guy that makes all the arrows and high profile, real rich man. They found his head. That's it. Rest of it,
Wow.
gone. His
Where?
head out past the walls. It was attached to some cart thing.
Did he have his hands?
Just the head.
What was that?
Just the head, huh? Duke realizes he's smiling and sort of. Terrible. Who else? You said murders.
The whole bunch of his guards gone, but they were found in the compound.
So how did this destabilize the economy?
I mean, who uses arrows? Hunters.
So no one
Those
stepped
coming
in.
into town. There's
No one stepped in to take the void of this Fletcher.
the remaining drow have locked the place down. They're not letting anybody in or out of their compound.
Not even the
It's-
guards.
Nope.
Curious.
Lau's got a bunch of arrows. Lau's seeing a nice business opportunity.
I had a bunch of arrows.
Lau doesn't have his arrows currently.
Oh no!
Surely
Yeah, no
there.
worries. We'll just arrest someone and leave their weapons on them. Sure.
Surely the Drow don't have the only rights to sell arrows here.
They certainly made it very clear that nobody else should open a shop that sells anything resembling anything fletched.
Really? How far have they gone?
That
Or just
store
haven't
sells
left.
stones, that one sells sticks, and that one sells feathers.
And they're all in a row. You can go to one, then the other, then the other.
You actually get a discount if you go to each store.
So they've somehow managed to keep their stock, understandable if they're not selling, but they've managed to stop any incoming stock, anyone from
I think
making
you're
them.
losing sight of what's really going on here. Samoa's gone.
Oh no, how terrible.
Oh no, anyway.
Damn.
So are you going to help or are you going to get in the way?
What does it look like?
The longer you stand around here, the longer it's going to take for me to do all this work, the longer it means that you don't get back to your job.
That wasn't my job. That was me passing time until I died again.
And what?
You should leave town.
I plan on it, but I got to do this first.
No, just leave. I'll handle it.
Is that a persuasion?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
that's
don't know, I'm feeling threatened.
Yeah, but that's just his innate threatness. That's his default. How does a 18 vibe with the guy?
He looks down at the flint and steel that he's holding in his hands. All right, but be quick about it. And he shoves it into your hands, throws a bag on his back, and starts walking out.
Okay.
Where's it back?
give it back, baby
On his
girl.
way out.
I wait till he leaves.
Yep. So he does the same sort of thing you did, and just he sneaks out that side door, and
Cool.
you hear just the patter of his feet until they're gone down the side alley.
Cool. I want to quickly take a look through what he was looking through just to make sure it is just all underground fighting bullshit.
So that's all it is. It's betting tabs, a roster of who's fighting who, what the outcome was, the payouts,
Cool.
Promotional material about upcoming fights. You
Cool.
can see that a particular Goliath has taken your spot as top fighter since you've been gone.
Since I've been gone.
We all had the same thought then.
Yep.
Wow, we really just went to the brain cell.
Fine. I want it.
I leave all the papers where they are.
Oh.
I have a look around. Anything of note? Just more of the usual down here.
Yep. There's a small lockbox that you can find tucked away in one of the back rooms. Yes, I said it again, Jazz. That
The VIP room.
you know is the float for betting.
Okay.
There's not a lot in it. You sort of shake it a bit, and there's coins in there. If you wanted to get into it, you could try and bust it open.
Nah. I put it back.
Okay. As you put it back, you hear banging coming from upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
You hear the sound of someone shaking a door. You hear the murmur of shouting.
Mm-hmm. What's the shouting?
You don't hear exactly what's being said, but you can hear that it's a few gruff voices at the door that leads up to the main part of the inn. You then hear everything go quiet, and hear, "Just break it down."
I bolt for the back stairs.
Next to the back rooms.
All right. Give me an initiative roll.
Right. Fuck.
Oh, okay, good. Yep, good. Good. Yep, good.
What'd you get? 10.
Ugh.
Oh.
You pivot on one foot,
Yeah.
your back foot heading towards the door, as splinters rain down on from the other side of the room.
Mm-hmm.
4 men rush down.
Guard uniforms?
Shiny metal armor.
Yeah.
Yep.
On
metal
my
armor,
knees.
fur coat.
Oh.
You immediately from running, you just drop.
Yeah.
They level their pikes at you. Free citizen.
I don't know what more you want from me.
I look at them.
State your name and reason for being here.
Tiffany?
Curls hair.
Hold on. Do I know the old one?
So
Does do-
these are
No,
the old one.
Yeah, hold on. Fuck it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Give me
Would it help?
intelligence roll.
Okay, I will also use knowledge from a past life,
Okay.
which I get to add a d6.
Yep.
Gets a 1.
Intelligence, eh? That'll be 11.
11.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 second.
Yep.
Roll me a.
Oh, fucking hell.
Roll me a d6.
Ooh, okay. All right. No, that was a good one. That gave me a 6. It's the dragon I die. 5.
Oh, that's still pretty good.
Yeah. Depends what he's choosing between. Oh.
Even in odds, you fucked up.
Okay. You've got information there.
Yeah.
The first name that comes to your mind is actually a Dragonborn's name.
Okay.
Peter.
I say, Pruril. Pruril Zaramash. I'm a private investigator investigating an underground fighting ring. You'll see in those boxes is enough evidence to put Samora and his colleagues away.
Deception roll.
Yeah.
That was the biggest deception if ever I heard it.
I'm gonna use knowledge from a past life again. Fuck.
Duke-
Oh, thank God I'm proficient in this. 14.
Duke forgets he was
14.
part of the ring, so he'll be in those documents.
Sorry, who's Duke? Who's Duke?
He's real right now.
Oh, right.
The lead guard lowers his pike and starts to walk towards you. I'm an investigator. Who hired you? You then hear one of the guards in the back go, sir, think you'll find that might be that,
I cast
orc?"
friends on him.
That orc.
I will sleight of hand check if I need to.
Friends just makes them non-hostile, or is it advantage?
It's advantage, and then if it goes off, then I'll do what I need. I'll say what I need to.
Okay. In initiative here, so
Yeah.
you've
Okay.
got
All right.
action.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's spoken up. I'll let you cast.
Okay.
So what's your turn?
Fuck it. No, I want the guy that I want to cast friends on the guy that stepped towards me. So he there's no save. It just happens. But it lasts a minute, and when the spell ends, the creature realizes that I used magic to influence its mood.
You have 1 minute. Let's tidy this up. Let's go.
Okay, I say
So-
to
So you've cast the spell.
yeah, and I say to the lead guard that stepped towards me, who asked who hired me. I say, Reina Draconis Zevram Alda hired me to investigate corruption within the city.
That's a big old name drop right there.
That guard back there has seen posters that have been doctored to stop my investigation. Duke doesn't puke, I puke.
You're just talking to this guard then.
I'm sorry, I'm bad with lies.
This man's got to tell.
He blinks too much.
What am I rolling?
Deception.
Okay. Alright. How's a 21?
Ooh.
21. That's not bad.
Thanks.
So yeah, you the guy behind goes, pretty sure that's the orc that we're looking for on the wanted posters out the front, isn't it? Out of the 4 men that are there, only one other of them looks at him, looks at you, and starts nodding. Yeah. It's Duke. Right, that's Duke. The 4th one just goes, he just said he's a private investigator. It's time to argue amongst themselves. Did you not hear? He just said that you said they were fake?
Yes. The
What about
document,
the rest of them? There's like 5 or 6 people up there.
those two,
What's
everything.
yours out?
Those are my colleagues. The crimes, the names, they've all been doctored to hamper our investigation.
I can't wait to become a PI as well. I'm gonna think of a name right now.
What do you mean? We're the severed hand, private investigators. Here's my business card. It's a hand. Listen,
Look, apologies for my colleagues. It's been a long night. We've already arrested 4 of the 4. Hang on. 3?
3.
3 of those that are wanted, and one got away.
I understand.
None of them decided to. Well, they all fought back. None of them tried to defend themselves. They're all heading towards a jail cell.
I understand. Listen, if I can be frank with you right now.
We're actually
What's your name?
UCs.
Peru.
We're trying not to blow our cover. We're all undercover right now.
You're not there. Shut up.
Listen, a couple months ago, we uncovered some serious. Fuck. Hold on. Give me a second.
You've only got a minute, so you better think fast.
We uncovered a serious money forging operation.
Laundering?
This kind of shit runs. No, not laundering. They were forging.
Right. Okay.
Counterfeit.
Yeah, a massive counterfeit operation, and this shit runs up the chain. So I apologize for my colleagues, but we're quite jumpy right now.
All right. Give me a moment. You four and you grab all the boxes, start packing up whatever's down here, and take it with us. We're requiring your support on this.
Of course.
Minute wears off. Good luck, buddy.
He starts walking back towards the
Listen.
stairs.
Listen, 1 second before you go. In about 10 seconds, you're gonna know I just cast friends on you. That doesn't make anything I said less true. Please look through the documents and you will see that these implicate some more in an underground fighting ring. This is just the shaft of the spear we have found.
In 10 seconds, you'll realize I've drugged you.
In 10 seconds, you realize I'm about to beat the living shit out of you.
So the four men start walking over and starting to pick up the boxes of gear as you're saying this.
Yeah.
Sir, you may want to come and take a look at this.
Fuck.
It's a photo. It's a photo. It's a
But they
photo.
have my photo. I said they're doctored.
But in the boxes.
It's alright. I've already got something prepared.
He lifts out a single sheet of parchment that has a couple of faces that have been drawn on there.
That doesn't look like me.
Before
Night.
as he's reading this, he says, "Obviously, I'm on it. I had to go undercover. How else would I get evidence?"
It's him in the ring beating someone up.
Listen,
It's a comic
undercover
strip,
cops
basically,
have done
that's
worse.
done. It's a flick book. There's
I mean,
just clocking.
I have my own manga series.
I think it's time that you came with us.
I understand.
We'll clear this up,
I
clear
understand.
this up over it.
I tried my best. You can't blame me for that.
I like with my middle fingers I hold open my coat and I say I have a knife on the upper right thigh and my hand axe is on my left side.
And yes, I am happy to see you.
And
No.
this is weapon two.
It just happens when I'm nervous.
They remove all weapons off of you.
Does the gauntlets count? Or do they just look like stylish little hand
currently
accessories? Oh,
Currently
thanks. Excellent.
Does the drow poison vials count?
They're not vials, they're pills, and I've shafted them.
They're straight up my ass.
Sit down.
Please, I still wouldn't die.
How many were up there, though?
I think I have 3.
Okay, so you're now willingly going with them.
Yeah.
They're giving you almost an it's not a nice escort, but they're
It's
surrounding you.
respectful.
I wouldn't say respectful. It's more like they're watching you, but you're not
haven't
being
placed me
treated
under
as a
arrest.
criminal, but they're watching you with suspicion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Choopy.
Yes.
How's jail, Zoopy?
You get to the dungeon, the prison, with the rest of the guards. They toss you in, not roughly. You're not a high profile arrest.
Oh.
But they put you in a cell that's got a hay sack for a bed, a window that's got the bars on it. Your stereotypical like dungeon cell. They lock it, and they move on down past other cells. You don't have anything that wasn't on your person. So they took your pack away from you, but anything that you would have had on your person, you currently still have that's not a weapon.
Uh-huh.
So my rod.
So would that be something that you would have been carrying with you that you'd be able to convince them that it's not anything dangerous? It's
You
just a
could
stick
make that
with
into a shank.
I mean, I guess it would depend on how versed they are with the ways of magic in terms of like recognizing a magical focus and things like that. Like if they're
Okay, how would you explain it away? How would you explain it away to them? If they've kind of gone, all right, put the thing in the bag, how would you explain it away that you would keep it?
I
That's
collect
fine.
sticks.
It's my nightlight, so I don't get scared of the dark.
You wouldn't
What a
part
weird
an old
creature you are.
man from his walking stick.
Says in very young turtle.
I mean, I think I would hand it over as well, because at the same time, it isn't my focus as such.
Yeah.
I
You still have your little bag of bones with you. That was something that would have been like attached to you in some way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not dangerous. They'll let you keep that. You're now in this cell. Is there anything that you're wishing to do while you sit here and wait?
I don't think so as such. I think, like, if I'm kind of having to kill time in there, I would be, kneeling down like I normally would, rolling the bones to see kind of what I'm seeing. Kind of thinking to myself, not doubting how this fits into, not doubting whether it fits into the plan of the Great Spirit, but more of I wonder if how this is I wonder how this is important to the plan, I guess.
Gotcha. Yeah.
It's more inquisitive than doubtful, I guess.
Gotcha. Yeah. So it's starting to get darker. So I'll come back to you when night falls. Okay?
Yep.
Awesome. Lau and Gimbal.
Oh,
No, now Lau and
What?
Nori. Sorry, I forgot. It's the other way around.
I'll be free.
Lau and Nori, you two aren't as well treated.
Because
They
different races.
It, so what you're saying is Lau is treated how he's always treated.
Like the piece of
little
shit
bit more.
he is.
Yeah. He did try and
A bit-
attack the guard.
a bit rougher, but also with they know how dangerous you can be.
That's right. Be fucking scared, peasants.
So, as because you're in a cage.
Yep, a bird cage.
Yeah. Huh. They're whenever they can, they're trying to get things off of you while the cart is going to the dungeons. So every time that the cart turns around a corner and you're thrown to the side, there's a guard there trying to grab something off of your belt so you're not getting access to any of your stuff. What are you doing at this time? Are you letting this happen, or are you...
No, I want to keep all of my stuff. Lau's gonna try and like be in as much in the middle of the cage as possible. And every time he sees a guard to like move away and keep hold of all of his stuff and all of his items in his cloak of many pockets.
Okay, what's your AC?
Oh,
15.
Yeah, they stab you through the heart. No, just kidding. So,
I would like to
God.
preface this.
It's-
Judge earlier in the week sent me a message and said, "Don't be insulted by what I'm going to do to Lau." Just prefacing this.
Just get 4d6 ready.
completely unrelated completely. So as the cart comes around a corner and you move back towards the middle, knowing that someone's on that side about to grab something from you, you feel something hit your back and drop you to the floor.
Oh.
As you are now pinned to the ground by one of those catch poles that they were using before.
oh, you
So
get the
you're-
dog collar thing too.
you're now pinned to the ground, grappled.
Hmm. Can I do anything to escape the pole, or am I like pinned?
You can give me a strength check.
How's a 10?
Yeah. You wiggle, you squirm, you try and push yourself up, but this
There's
this pole
feathers
has got
going
you-
everywhere at this stage.
Yeah. They've decided that this is really not working. So they've pinned you to the ground. There's three of them. Three of them have opened the front door to the cage and have locked themselves in with you.
Oh. They learnt that trick from the sewer. They know I'm really quick.
One then pins your arms down so that the catch pole could be taken off, while the others strip you down to get your stuff from you.
Oh.
Naked
Hey,
with bird
yo.
ass.
Cavity search. Open that cloaca.
Oh.
Upon taking your clothes and stuff from you, they realize just how human the main part of your body actually is.
Ooh.
Sexy Lau.
See, I had in my head, I'm just like
Absolutely jacked.
a crow with a slightly human figured crow.
You're now just like clenching and unclenching your butt cheeks as you're like lying there, sort of naked.
Oh no, don't strip search me.
They throw down what appears to you to be just a strip of cloth, as they then re-hold you down with the stick so they can get out with all of your things, and lock the cage door once more before letting you up.
How carefully are they handling my things?
You can just say you're Pinar. It's okay.
How hard of a
So-
grip do they have?
Your your bag and your robes have been just bundled up and they're carting it off. They are so freaking scared of whatever this other thing that they took off of you is, because they have no idea what it is.
I was more concerned
long-
around my my bag
They
if
got
they
the book.
break any of the chemical vials that are
Not
in
the
there.
book. He doesn't care about the book.
They've got the book.
Oh yeah, they would have the book. I forgot I had that.
Jess is just like, my potions, my guns.
I want them to
The quest
explode.
item.
I
Ah.
want them to explode
jazz.
themselves because they are not handling my gear carefully. I want them to blow up.
Buy 13 short swords and 6 battle axes.
Wait, he's not in this campaign.
Huh?
Battle axes.
Battle axe.
I'll see myself out.
You hear two of them start arguing about, can you hold this? I don't know what it does. I don't want to set this thing off and explode us all. No, you hold it. As they're almost pushing the gun between the two of them, like, you just hold this thing. I'm not going to be responsible for killing us.
Uh-oh.
Do you keep it loaded, or do you load it as you
It's
go to
magically
fire it?
loaded, so it's always loaded.
Always loaded. Okay.
Always loaded. Even when it fires, it is loaded.
Can you? Okay, I'm gonna let you do this. Give me a give me an attack roll, but not. Just give me a ranged attack roll. Don't add proficiency.
Okay, so
Just
it's
a-
just roll a d20.
Roll a d20 and add your dex.
Add dex.
Natural 1. Doesn't matter.
That matters a lot.
Well, I meant I didn't have to worry about adding my dex or anything. I did roll a natural 1 though.
They are pushing this gun, this thing, between the two of them. When all of a sudden it fires, the shot echoes down the street, and all of a sudden the cart stops.
This is good. Why does the cart stop?
What just happened? Is he dead? Oh god, I think he's dead.
Lau sort of looks around trying to figure out who they're talking about.
The man that was leading the animal that was dragging the cart, you see, is now face down
Oh.
where he was leading the horse.
Oh. I thought I was going to get shot there for a second.
This thing's dangerous. Oh, poor Sim. Oh no.
Sim. Oh, fucking his parents killed him anyhow. Name like that. Sorry.
Lau sort of pipes up and was like, that is not Lau's fault.
That means he can't claim the kill.
Yeah.
Someone didn't practice safe handling. That's not
This is
Lau.
some bird magic. This is some bird magic. It was him. This
Lau
thing is, it's
Lau
some-
looks
it's
at
some-
the guy who said bird magic and squints his eyes and says, "You take that back."
This motherfucker.
This is some sort of magic wand.
You
or
take
stick or
that
something.
back.
And
He
they-
sort
they
of
put it
starts
on
to
the
sound
ground.
like Duke when he says, "You take that back."
If we destroy it, maybe it'll break the magic. And they draw their axes.
Lau looks at him and says, "You say magic one more time, and you die first."
Misses every shot.
What's he gonna shoot with?
Shit.
He didn't say shoot. He said you die.
Yeah, I know. I was telling me.
They both swing their axes, coming down on Outcry, and they keep going. You're watching this thing get more and more bent. You see the firing trigger at the back fly off. it's no longer going to fire. I had to make sure I can find a way to make sure it's
Damn.
deactivated, so it's not going to just bang, bang. Ah, it's still going off.
I don't know. I kind of like that idea of it just constantly going off as they're trying to hit it.
You see the barrel is now bent back in on itself. What would be a relatively nice wooden handle is now snapped, splintered as they're now destroying this thing. I think we did it. They now nudge it with their toe.
It goes off.
It's not letting out. It's yeah. It's not shooting any more of that magic stuff that.
As soon as he
I
says
think we're good.
magic, Lau just sits down in the cell and starts like just slowly tapping his beak on the bar, staring at this guy. Just like a ting, ting.
What are you, a
Just
blacksmith?
not saying anything, just looking at the guy tapping his beak on the cell.
They pick it up, put it in a Hessian sack, and tie it to the side of the horse that's dragging the cart. We're gonna have to do something about Sim.
Lau keeps just tapping on the bars.
They drag him off to the side of the road, and only another street further down, they pull up another guard that's on watch. That you hear them whispering to the guard about the fact that there's been unfortunately another death in the guard. Some sort of spell went off, cast through.
The shake of the head from Drac just then.
He's like, my PI shit's not gonna work now. Welcome to jail, buddy.
Nori, you're seeing all this go down from being held by the guards from behind.
Aww. Do I still have hand access? Am I allowed my hands? Or are they tied up?
No, you've been bound. You're being led. All of your weaponry's been taken off of you except for your teeth.
Same.
They're gonna start pulling those out one by one as well. You watch.
It's like a shark, I just have rows and rows.
And they lead you both in different ways to the dungeons.
Wait, that's not where Grog got taken, was it? Oh, it was.
You get led past a cell with a praying turtle in it.
Oh, that's
Shoopy, you
Hello.
you hear the door to the dungeons open. Several guards file in, and you hear the rattling of chains as two more prisoners get taken past your cell, of which you notice it's a... Would you have put on the rags that they gave you,
No.
Lau? So you see a completely butt-naked Kenku and a relatively well-behaved Triton.
Yeah, we'll see,
Yep.
we'll see.
As
Currently, you're going with them. You're not like fighting against your bonds, yelling and screaming. You're just being led, or are you trying to do something?
I would say Nara's probably like, doing the whole shaky growl, bite, snap. Anything comes too close.
Yeah. So
Lau's
you've
actually completely still making any chance he gets. He's just ting, ting.
the psychological
beak along.
warfare has begun.
Yeah.
That damn tanging.
He's just looking at that one guard still.
Ugh.
You get led to a couple of really dingy-looking cells.
What the fuck is this?
These cells, there's puddles of water. They've been leaking from outside. It's stinks. It's like sewer water. There is no bars to the outside. These are like the worst of the worst cells that they've got.
There's still bars on the
I'm
inside,
honored.
though, right?
There is still bars on
Okay,
the
good.
inside.
Ding,
We just don't get a window.
ding.
You just don't get a window. They rather harshly shove you into these two cells, close and lock the door, and 2 guards stay behind to stand watch.
Where's Eek during all of this?
Dead.
Where would Eek have gone? Would you have dismissed Eek, or would you have just told Eek to run?
I probably would have sent Eek with Gimbal as a little buddy.
Yep.
Little besties.
It's because Mia can't remember Gimbal, but Isaac can.
Yeah, he takes care of him.
Take care of Gimbal.
It's a mutual, symbiotic relationship.
All right, Gimbal, what's your plan during all this? You've managed to escape.
So as Nori has confronted these guards and she started kicking up a fuss, Gimbal has turned the corner and he's run as fast as he can back to Ivor's. Now, I believe it wasn't too far between Ivor's and where we were.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah, so Gimbal has pelted as fast as he can back to Ivor's.
As fast as little tiny feet can carry him.
Yeah.
It takes you about 3 days to get there. So you make it to Ivor's forge.
Everybody's up
Gimbal's
for
gonna
execution.
start frantically pounding on his door as hard as he can.
Oh, not the first time that he's had that. Steady on. We're closed. Go home. Come back tomorrow.
Ivor, it's me. Please open the door.
What, lad?
No, Gimbal.
He opens the door and immediately looks down to where he knows your height starts.
Oh.
Gimbal pushes his way past Ivor through the door and slams it behind him.
Whoa. What's going on?
He takes a second to catch his breath. My friend, she was captured by the city guard.
By the guard? What happened? What did she do?
Don't ask. You don't want to know.
What didn't she do?
We were making our way back to the Bull and Boar. The city guard confronted us. They wanted to take us in. My friend, Nori, she refused. There was a fight. I didn't stay to stick around. I immediately ran back here. As he takes another second to catch his breath. I just need to lay low here for a few hours. I apologize. I know that it probably puts you in a bad spot. It's just a couple of hours. That's all I need. Please, Ivor.
What did you do? Why the guard after you?
Drugs.
Am I going to get in trouble for harboring a
Drugs.
criminal?
Spice.
Spice.
It's always the spice.
I promise, Ivor, no one will ever know I was here. Like I said, please, just a couple of hours, and then I'll leave. I don't want to get you in any trouble.
Are you a criminal?
Would Gimbal think he's a criminal?
Criminally fashionable.
You tell me. So, what would he determine as being a crime? Would you say some things that you have done would be criminal activity? Would being associated with those that have murdered, stolen, kidnapped?
Pretty sure prostitution's a crime, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
He was born into the life of crime.
I'm gonna
depends
say-
on what. Yeah.
So I don't think Gimbal would consider what he's done a crime. He's lived a fairly sheltered life, so he's not really been exposed to these type of things. And from his perspective, what they've done has been for the greater good. Like, there's been a reason behind what they've done. So he's going to say to Ivor, "No, I've not committed any crimes. They're out to get us.
All right, lad. I believe you. I spent many months working beside you. I trust you." He gets a pretty rough-looking bedroll out from one of the cupboards and lays it down on the shop floor. There's not much room here in anywhere else other than the shop floor itself, so if you want to stay here for the night, the floor's yours.
Please, Ivor, let me in your bed. I'm scared alone.
Oh god.
He's not alone. He's got Eek.
That's true.
Thank
Let
you,
us
Ivor.
both in your bed.
I really do appreciate it. Like I said, I won't be here long. The last thing I want to do is to get you in trouble. I just need to collect my thoughts and figure out a way how to get my friends out.
Stay for as long as you like to. I can't do much to help you in your friend's situation, but anything that I can do, I will.
Thank you. Just you letting me stay here is more than enough, so I really do appreciate it. As Gimbal takes himself and he sits on the bedroll.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, go on.
As he does, so Gimbal sits on the bedroll. He's going to ritual cast sending, and he's going to send a message to Duke.
Oh boy.
He says, "Nori captured. Lao Jupi unsure. Where are you?"
I'm alone, baby.
You up?
Pretty
Am I able to respond?
Yes. Just once.
Is there a character limit? Is there
Yeah,
a
Duke.
time or
25 words or less. He can only respond once. So just one 25 words or less message.
And would you say Lao captured
I said,
Nori?
Nori captured. Lao Jupi, not sure. Where are you?
funny? Yep.
Duke, not knowing how this works, also says this out loud. He says, "About to see Nori, apparently."
Papa.
What was that?
Just thinking out loud.
I miss my kid.
Seeing Nori, apparently. Just thinking out loud. Yeah. Yeah.
And then it cuts off.
Oh, I've got a massive wedgie. Oh.
Joke's on you, Duke freeballs it.
So from growing up in Alderloft and being here for his whole life, would Gimbal be familiar with like the shift change of the guards, their cycles, rotation?
Wouldn't it have been something that you would have paid attention to?
Fair.
But if it is, yep, let me know. But there was no desire growing up to become part of the guard or to converse with them or anything.
Sure,
No.
we could know like Dipple's roster of like the guards, you know?
Mm,
I wouldn't say it's something that I paid attention to. I was more so just curious, like, if it would have been obvious, like, you know, when there was a change of guard, if you would see, like, groups of them coming and going, shift changes, that type of thing.
it wouldn't be anything to announce a guard change. It's not like a bell rings and the change in the guard happens. It just sort of, you know, if there's
Happens.
one patrolling, one would come to their spot that they would then walk off. Yeah.
But, I would have noticed that, like, the guards would be around all day and all night. There's never any periods of the night or day where there's no guards or fewer
So
guards.
there's more guards about during the day, but there are guards that patrol the streets at night.
Yeah.
Are you trained in history?
I am.
Give me a history roll.
Oh, fuck. The 6.
6.
Yike.
You you know that there is at least one guard change a night, at least.
You know
So
there's
you know that
guards.
they don't. There's definitely guards. You've got that. Yep. You've seen them. They exist. So you know that at some point during the night there is a changing of the guard, but you just don't know what that rotation is or how many changes of the guard happen per night.
Is it fair to assume that Gimbal would know where the cells are, like where they would be housing prisoners within Alderloft?
Oh yeah. You know where the dungeons are. Yeah.
I can tell you an easy way to find out.
He's only escaped, Jess. Other than going by through the law.
Gimbal is going to sit and he's going to flick through the book that Ivor got him for a little bit while he waits for it to get later on into the night.
Yep.
What's in the book? What do I see? What do I read? What are the words?
So
What are the
you got
pictures?
given 2 books, didn't you? The 2 books you got given?
Oh shit! I didn't write it.
Did you
down.
write them down?
No.
Is that why your sheet's so blank?
Chosen one.
Yeah.
Idiot.
Tomb of, and a translation book.
Tomb, it's tome.
Tome
I'm a
and-
bit.
Idiot.
I read it as tome and then I said tomb.
Thank you, Mia. I wrote it down now.
You know what? Fuck you. I'm not going to write any more fucking notes for you guys.
So yeah, there's a translation book from ancient Dwarven through to common.
Coleman.
Yep. So I'm gonna
Say
flick
what you-
through the first couple of pages of the tome and just try my best to try and translate it as I go.
There's here lives.
So it's more of a reference book, so you would be able to like match up a particular glyph with a letter or a saying.
Yep.
So it's not so much a book that you could read as such. You could try and start remembering particular sayings or letters if you wanted to. You already know that the letters that, or the word that is written on those metal plates translates to help.
So I'll do that. I'll start just looking at the symbols to see if I can take some meaning out of them.
Yep. So you'll spend a little bit of time doing that. Are you going to be resting tonight, or are you planning on doing something else during the night?
I'm planning on doing something else, so I'm just sitting and waiting for the night to go on for a little bit.
All right. So we're gonna circle back to. Well, actually, we're not because he's not here.
What a shame.
Do we want to take a quick break then?
yeah.
Yeah, we can do
We're
that.
about midway through. So while we're missing one of our group anyway, we may as well go take a break, refresh, refill, empty bladders, all that kind of fun stuff.
Be sure to check out the
And,
YouTube stream.
Yeah, anyone who's in here on Twitch, go over to YouTube and follow the. You've got the link up somewhere, do you?
Yeah, it's
It's
pinned at the
pinned.
top of the chat.
Yeah. So pinned comment. Go subscribe to us on YouTube. That's where all these VODs are going to be stored. Let's build up AA as big as we can. Anyway, break time.
Break!
Great.
And break. 2, 1.
Hello.
Back. Please excuse Drac while he's eating a delicious-looking banana split.
It looks less delicious now, but
It does
It's
look
still
less
nice.
delicious.
Destroyed it with a spoon. Just.
well, I had to get my
Can't stab a
frustrations out
guard.
on something. Yeah, exactly. You know what's
I'm a
up.
PI. I'm a PI.
I'm a PI.
PISSED off. Rah.
Oh,
All right. So, I was going back to Duke, but
No, it's okay. We can do it.
already got up and left.
oh.
We
Sorry.
were doing it before we went on break, and you were just like,
Sorry. I had to blow my nose. It was real bad.
what are you doing, Duke?
Where are we?
So you're being led to the dungeons.
Yeah.
Where the guard are kept as well. So you're being taken in for the questioning.
As we're walking, I would say, please, I understand you need to take me in, but contact Raina. She can corroborate my investigation.
Just continual
Very well.
name dropping out here.
Yeah, bro. Fuck it. I
know
told you
this
guys
one
when I
person.
left.
You think? Oh no,
Boss.
Lau would remember. You think Jazz remembers that?
Plus, who am I gonna say? Oh, check with Regis Youngguard. Like he's not gonna be like, no, he's a murderer. Get rid of him.
He took my boy.
My boy, father help.
The main guard that's leading you. We will. It's getting towards night. She will not be available. We will have to wait till morning. I'm sure
understand.
there's
Office hours.
plenty of people that will likely want to have a talk with you.
I didn't catch your name.
God 3.
My name is Head Captain Garant. I can't think of a last name. Just go with Garant.
Thank you.
Now you
Head
got a
captain.
head captain taking you.
I appreciate the respect you have shown me. I understand the difficult situation this has put you in.
That's an interesting last name. What is the ethnicity of? I can't
Of
think of the last
Garrett.
name.
Tell me, Mr. Garrett.
Somehow
did your
just,
parents hate you to
projected
call
your
you-
voice out of? So they get you to the dungeons in the guard tower, and they point you in the direction of the guard's quarters. There is an empty room there, which they motion for you to go into. You must understand that we will need to keep watch of you, but
I understand.
I hope these rooms will be comfortable until we can come to some sort of other arrangement or your eventual proper arrest.
I understand. Thank you.
Are the jail cells close enough to be able to hear things?
Well, what things are you trying to hear? You don't hear Duke and what's going on with Duke
No,
because
but does Duke hear what's going on in the jail cells?
Someone's violently
No.
shitting in there.
Right here. Huh,
Sorry.
there's a blacksmith in there.
you bang on the wall. Stop that tapping! Rah! Trying to sleep in here. I'm trying to meditate. So night falls. Jupy, through your window shines moonlight.
JP will bask in the moonlight, like Nicolas Cage in Con Air when he steps out of the plane.
You hear a voice as the moonlight strikes you.
Bing.
Help them. They are important. They must not perish before they save this world. You must guide them. You are our hand on this world. Help them. And as those last few words are said, the voice gets softer and softer as you can only barely hear them as it fades away finally.
Thinks it means the guards.
Officer, it was them.
Aw.
Oh no.
She's on my computer.
Aw.
She's on the off button.
I've actually specifically put a like the back of a name tag over my off button because she would sit on the off button and turn my computer off.
You need to get one of those like the flip things that you then press a button for. So it's like
Yeah.
a, launch button sort of thing.
Hmm.
That'd be pretty cool. With that, Shubi will kind of like open his eyes, head towards the bars, and call out for a guard.
One isn't too far away. A couple of steps you hear, and then the guard comes in front of your cell.
Oh man, right in front of him.
Just right there. Right through the bar.
Hits him in the eye.
Shubi
It
looks
leaks
down
into
at
his shell.
the stain on his foot and
I see. This is your greeting.
I shall do the same.
Oh fucking hell. Well played, sir. Well played. I was regretting that until you did that, Judge. Thank you.
So please, Grog, continue.
I need at least half an hour. Okay.
We're back.
Breathe, breathe, breathe.
Man, I've already hit the button. I've got it. Don't
Oh
worry.
my god.
Jupi will look at the guard.
Maintains eye contact.
For what purpose am I in here?
We're holding you, sir. You'll be put in front of a judge tomorrow to plead your innocence. And from there, you will either be allowed to leave and be on your way with an apology, or sent back here to see out your sentence.
So when you say that I pretty much had anything that I had on me that wasn't a weapon, would I still have the wanted posters?
Were they in your pack or were they on your person?
So I'm gonna tilt my head slightly. Is it common to arrest ones that bring in bounties? For I was sent
It's-
by Raina to bring the
I was gonna have a busy
The
morning.
second guy.
Yeah.
bring those that I entered the city with back to Alderloft.
Well, that's strange because you look like that poster. And you can see on a board there's a series of wanted posters of the group and one including you, along with some other ones you don't recognize, but there is the full 6 posters up there.
You're fucking duped.
Methinks Rain is dead.
Let's send out all these bounty hunters, but because they're bounty hunters, let's put a bounty on them because bounty hunting is illegal.
Big right.
Haha, got him.
Thank you for bringing all these
criminal.
criminals, and now we're arresting you as well.
Don't have to pay him that way.
Clean the streets.
Oh. Well played, sir. Well played.
Well played.
Your bounty is a lot less than everyone else's.
You can see the
Fucking
amounts.
amateur.
The amounts are finally on it. Who costs the most?
I would like to know this as well.
You all can't see
Clearly
the
it's
posters.
Gimbal.
Fucking tugging in front of children.
For necromancy and prostitution.
Necrophilia.
Very well. And Zupi will take a step back. And so, where exactly are the wanted posters from where I am?
So if you were to stand at the bars, they're on a board. If you were to look out towards the door you came in on, there's a table and chairs where guards would congregate at, and there's a wanted board up behind there.
Is there any guards there at the moment?
Yeah, so there's a couple of guards seated there, as well as the guard that was just beside your cell that you called over. If you were to look the other way, there's more cells. You're in like a cell block. And further down the end, you can just crane your neck to see another couple of guards at the far end waiting in front of a couple of cells that you know the others were heading towards.
Okay. I'm going to use a sorcery point to cast a subtle spell, so no verbal or somatic components.
Ooh, yep.
To create a bonfire under the board.
Oh no! I want to know the prices.
Okay. Yep. Okay, so that just
kind of taking a step back. Yeah, so no verbal or somatic components. So I just kind of.
and it just creates a fire.
You create a bonfire on ground that you can see within range, which is 60 feet. If it was a 5-foot cube, it's a concentration spell. So essentially, yeah, I want to just burn down the board that the bounty things are on.
For the two guards that are sitting at the table, you see that they're playing a round of cards. They're peeking at what's in front of them, looking up at one another. They immediately stop and sniff the air. You smell smoke before immediately turning and facing this now lit piece of wood that's got pins and pieces of paper on it. The pieces of paper immediately catch fire and start smoldering. The outer wood bit of the edge of the wood board catches fire and starts burning. They immediately grab their tankard of ale that's sitting beside them and toss it onto the board. They weren't quick enough to save the pages that were on there. Those pretty much go up. There's only the little bit that the pin has been stuck to, and you can barely make out wanted across the top of those pages. The board itself is just slightly singed at the bottom. They're now inspecting the floor and the bottom of the board, wondering how on earth a fire had started on stone and
Yeah,
where it came from, how it happened.
Man,
much
he's
as I
got to
see
stop
them-
smoking inside. We've got rules for a reason.
pretty much as I see them throw the like the ale and that on there, I'll drop concentration to get rid of it myself.
Yep.
But I'll then kind of turn back to the guard in front of me. It looks like the bounty is no more.
That's. How do you think bounties work?
Zupi just kind of stand there and like.
That's himself, isn't he?
I feel like Zupi would blink, but like it's sort of stuttered.
I'm getting the image of these like crossed his arms going, the bounty is no more.
How do you think this works?
The guard's looking at you for a response.
Puffs and turns around and sits down.
Just locks himself back in his cell.
He was standing outside, just turns around and shuts the door again. All right, I guess I'll leave then. And he takes other steps down and stands back in his guard position. What are those that are down in the other cages doing?
Dink.
So I'm gonna give you all one more thing to do before nightfall's morning comes and we move on, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
How close? How close is the guard to the bars?
They're not close.
They're
standing
smarter
there,
than that.
well and truly out of arm's reach, but close enough that they're able to watch you from where they're standing guard. You two are basically on opposite sides, so it's a corridor with cells going all the way down. So if you were to look out from your bars, you would see guard, and then other side of the guard there would be the other person.
Guard, Lao.
Guard. Guard.
Guard.
Wow.
Stormtrooper.
Stormtrooper.
Can Lao still see the
Blind.
They took your
what was
eyes.
it? The two guys that broke Outcry. Can he still see them?
You can't see them from where you are, but they're the ones that are seated at the table playing cards.
Okay. Lao is sitting just at the bars, looking down in their direction. Just tink. Tink.
They'll be like, I can smell you.
Can I get you to give me a perception check, please, Lau? Actually, no. Just what's your passive perception? I'll just use that because I think you're not really paying
18.
attention to this. 18.
Wow.
You hear a very soft thud behind you.
Continues to face forward.
Tunk.
Oh,
Lau's
boy.
sort of, as much as he sort of can with his bird head, sort of gonna like, well, you know how sort of birds have like quite high side vision.
Range of vision. Yep.
Yeah, he's gonna keep like one eye looking forward and you use the other side. He's trying to just see what the thud was, but he's sort of still looking in the direction of where those guards are.
Yep. The lump of hay that is meant to be your bed, while it was a pile, you can now see has a slight dip in the top of it.
Assassino.
A slight dipple in the top of it.
Mm.
Hey yo.
That's your last meal.
Is it a
What a
slight
delicacy.
dip, as in someone's in it, like there's a mound, or dip
You
like
can't
it's
see
sunk?
what's there. All you notice is what was like a mound of hay that you would have gone to sleep on now has just a slight, looks like something might have either like landed on it or has hit the top of the hay pile.
And I can't see what's in the top of the hay pile.
Not from where you are. You're gonna need to go over there if you want to have a look at it.
But the psychological battle I'm fighting right now.
Hey, you can stay there if you want.
See you all in the gallows tomorrow.
Lao's
Nori
going.
starts like training her neck muscles.
Yeah. Sit ups with my neck.
Get them strong. Ugh.
Can't choke me.
Lao's going to quickly sort of just get up and have a look at the pile a little bit closer.
It's a book.
Fuck, he's illiterate.
Do I recognize the book?
It's the Raven Manual.
Lao sort of quickly covers the Raven manual so that like the guards can't see it, and then he returns back to the bars and continues tink tink.
Fuck. Nara's gonna like walk to the bars and go psst, 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 psst. Just trying to get the guards' attention.
The guard that's standing there, he looks at you without moving and then looks back to his post.
Hey. Hey. Hey.
What?
Nori has something to say. Come here. Come here.
I can quite clearly hear you from here.
Something to say. Come here. Come here.
I will not leave my post.
Well, I guess you find out then. Nori, no tell unless you come here.
This is fine. This is my job. I am paid to stand here and make sure you don't escape.
Nori lowers her top.
It's like Papa. I guess you find being low guard. If you knew what Nori knew, you'd be high guard.
My post doesn't exist.
Not here, maybe, but could one day.
Nori's suddenly
Make no
Russian.
sense, fish girl.
Fish girl makes sense. If you come here.
Oh, in that case.
You're right.
I would suggest you wait till morning, where you may plead your case. From the looks of things, you may end up back here anyway.
Nori knows something about mourning.
What?
I can't tell until you come close. Ugly bird may hear.
Tink.
Does Ugly Bird
Ding.
hear you being called Ugly Bird?
Just the tinking continues.
That's all he's
Ding.
got is in brain.
Tink.
Smack.
Tell it to the judge. I get paid enough for this.
Nori, make you pay enough?
Is that a threat?
No.
It's bribery, if anything.
Look, can we switch sides? And he asks his companion. I don't want to deal with this, man. This is. Can you watch the girl? I'll take the some sort of black woodpecker over this girl. Just can we
Ting.
switch?
Tink. Tink.
The other guard rolls his eyes. fine. That was getting on my nerves anyway. And they switch positions.
Hey,
You want to
Is
be
this
head
it?
guard?
Is this what you're doing, like, the whole time?
Nori just wants to speak. Hey,
Hey!
You can
Hey.
tell me from here. I could hear you before.
this is even better than what Nori was going to tell other guard.
All right, I think you need to back up from the cell door, please, ma'am.
If I back up, will you come in?
No.
If I back up, will I come out?
Tomorrow.
Nori won't be here tomorrow.
No, I think you will. There's a very good chance that you'll be out of here and then back here.
You want to know what Nori knows?
That's what the judge is for.
Hmm? Shame. Nori, keep it to herself then. You will all get fired.
Nori's like, we're IPs, important people.
I know. You've made mistake.
Isaac, what are you wanting to do?
So as Gimbal has been sitting there waiting for the night to come, he's been racking his brains about other gods that he knows. Am I able to make a religion check for Ilmater? And if I know of him, if I know his symbol, if I've heard of him before.
So, how are you knowing this name and this information? Like, what are you searching for here?
So what I'm looking for specifically is his holy symbol. I would say being around Alderloft and Alderloft being like, you know, the mixing pot, as you've described it, he would have had clients in the past, or he would have seen around Alderloft certain clerics and disciples of different religions. So Ilmater would have been something that he might have heard in passing, or he might have seen a cleric, you know, once or twice throughout his time in Alderloft.
Okay. Sorry, let me just read up on who this it is.
God of endurance, suffering, martyrdom, and preserve. Yeah,
Preservatives.
preservatives.
He is the
Endurance,
Jack
suffering, martyrdom, and MSG.
god. All right, give me a religion check.
Just a +4, 23, baby.
Oh,
23.
not good enough.
Okay, so tell me what you're wanting here, because I've got a system of gods in mind, and I don't think this guy fits into what I'm thinking, but I want to know what you're trying to do so I can make this work.
So do you want to know my plan, like, in general?
Yeah, so you're wanting to make a holy symbol for this particular god. What are you seeking that symbol to represent?
So what Gimbal wants to do is he wants to use his artisan's blessing to create a rosary, essentially. So a symbol that he can hold, and he wants to disguise himself as a cleric that would be able to go into the prison and offer these prisoners their religious rites, I suppose.
You slicker.
Hmm.
He's trying to convert us.
Kill him.
Okay, so you rolled a 23, did you say?
Yes.
Yeah. So what you're able to make is, there are a set of beads that have a small metal disc attached to them. The small metal disc has the symbol of a set of hands, like in prayer, etched into the face of it.
Yeah.
This is kind of what you're going for, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you've made this. Your Hammer of Gond feels unnaturally heavy at the moment.
Betrayal.
Don't worry, baby. You're my only one.
Mwah. Let me talk to you.
So, feeling the hammer get heavier, Gimbal he takes a second to say a prayer to Gond, and he just says, like, something along the lines of, I'm not forsaking you, I am not converting or changing gods, I'm simply trying to help my friends. My faith will always lie within you.
You said the word lie.
Oh.
Doesn't mean anything, baby.
Just one time.
What happened again?
I was weak.
Okay, so where do you want to go from here?
So, looking around Ivor's storefront, is there any cloaks or pieces of cloth?
There's some bolts of real rough spun cloth that would be used as like bindings or made strips to hold pieces of leather together, that sort of thing.
Yep.
So not something like, there's no like fabrics as such, it's just like real like linen rough spun sort of cloth.
Would it be suitable to at least make like a half bandana and a type of hood thing to cover my face to an extent where I couldn't be recognized immediately?
Do you have any tools that would help you with that?
Let me have a
Loud
look.
does.
Loud
did.
fucking Jay.
Loud did.
So I have tinkers and smith's tools. I would say I probably have like a pair of shears or some scissors that I could use to roughly cut out some of this fabric, bolt, whatever it's called.
Yep. Give me a dexterity roll, and I'm gonna give you add your proficiency to it.
Nice. 19.
Yep. So you're able to make like a really simple hood that fits over the shoulders of your armor that will just give you that cover of your face.
Yep. Gimbal is then, he's going to write a note to Ivor, and he's just going to say, thank you for all your help, Ivor. I will return when I can to talk to you again. I need to go and help my friends. And he's going to leave that just on one of Ivor's workbenches where he could see it in the morning. And so with that, he's going to cover his face, holding the rosary that he made in his hand. He's then going to set out onto the streets and make his way towards the dungeons.
So you're taking everything with you?
What if you get arrested?
So you're like taking your armor, your shield, your hammer, all that kind of gear as well? Or are you leaving things behind, or what are you
So I'm going
what
to
are you
take everything, but the Hammer of Gond is going to be tucked into my back to the point where it's, if possible, not visible from someone that would just be looking at me directly.
Okay. Yep. And so you're going to make your way to the dungeons?
Yes.
Okay. So it's going to be getting towards like late night by the time you get there. Enough time would have passed where it's about that time. Those that want to sleep can sleep.
Hooray!
Those that want to sit up and bang their head against the metal
You know me
bars of
so
their
well.
cage can do so.
Tink.
It's gonna be
Tink.
like white noise for Nori.
Those that are sleeping can make constitution saves to see whether this keeps them awake. No, just kidding. It's fine.
Judge, I think I would meditate, but like, so what does my room look like? There's a bed.
It's a very simple guard room. So there's a bed. There's a
Door
dresser,
opens in?
wardrobe. Door opens in.
Cool. Where it opens in, I'm meditating in that corner. So if the door opens, they've got
No
to
one
step.
can see anything.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. That's fine.
Door opens,
You've
I'm
got
right
to
there.
you've got to move some furniture around. There's like a small table and chair that you have to move out of the way to get into that corner.
Yep.
But you move that out of the way and can meditate in that corner.
Cool.
Jupi, are you staying awake? Are you sleeping? Are you?
No, I will crawl into my shell and sleep.
He's gone.
Excellent.
Assuming when you say sleep, as in long rest sleep.
Yes. Yeah. It's nighttime, so it's when you would be taking a long rest.
No, he means eternal sleep.
They're gonna boil you within your shell.
Jesus
Um,
Christ.
Oh.
Turtle soup.
Turtle soup.
Lau's favorite.
Okay. So, Gimbal.
Hello.
Hello.
What do you do?
What's the
buddy?
plan? What are you doing?
What you doing, buddy?
So, how is this dungeon laid out? Like, is there
There's a lot
So
of kids.
it's
like an office at the front? Is there a reception type of thing?
so there's small buildings at the front, which are the barracks and guards' quarters. There's then a longer building at the back, which is where all the cells are located. So you've got to go past the barracks to get to the cells, and it's a half sunk in building, so it's slightly underground, not fully underground, but also not fully above. So half sunk in.
I'm still picturing
So if-
the cells from that town in Skyrim. You know, the first one you go to, the city,
Whiterun.
Whiterun. Yeah, you know the cells in Whiterun where it's like it's got that nice sort of where the guards are at the front, and then the cells in the back there.
Kind of, but the buildings are separate, and you wouldn't have it where at the back where you are, but the little window that Jupi has in his cell is ground level. So
If you think about it, it's like a cock and balls, and the balls is where the barracks are, and the cock is the where the cells are.
Wait, so does that mean Zupi's on the shaft, and then Nori and Lau are the bellend?
yeah, you guys are like right on the tip.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
The horror.
I don't want to play
Currently
What?
scoring a chip in the balls.
What
a
a time
time
to
for a
raid
raid.
it.
Hello.
So you have Jupi right next to the pierce in the ball.
Weirdly enough, this is not the worst thing that I've said when someone's raided in.
It's also
that's
not
my
the
alarm.
worst
I'm
thing
pretty sure-
said tonight.
Last week it was head to the anus, and then Turbo Pesto raided into us. So,
Oh, that's a good one.
hi.
So
Alright,
Gimbal is going to walk to the front gate of the barracks and approach. Presumably, there would be guards stationed outside the front gates of the barracks. Yes.
Yep.
So Gimble's going to walk up to the guards, keeping his head low to the ground so they can't see past his hood. And he's going to be like, "Hello, children. I am here to provide religious counsel to someone that you house within."
Religious council?
That is correct. Prisoner or not, everyone has the right to express their religion.
Who are you here to see?
I know not of his name. He is a large orc. He would be not easy to miss.
Large orc prisoner.
I know not if he's a prisoner or not. He is housed here.
PI?
He's currently posing as a PI.
Yeah, that's him. He's usually a pit fighter.
You know, killed a guy in cold blood. That one? Yeah, him.
Cold blood.
15 accounts of murder?
So far.
From an outside observer, they would be able to tell he was an orc, right? Just from his
Yeah.
appearance. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They turn to one another. You can still hear this, but they whisper to one another. I don't think we have an orc in one of the cells, do we? No. We've got a bird. We've got some
Fish.
weird fish girl and
No.
a turtle. No orc. No. We don't have an orc in our cells. You must have been misinformed, holy man.
Did you
I
say
was never wrong.
fish girl?
Yeah, look, there's have you seen the wanted posters around town? We managed to apprehend.
Good thing they burn.
Yeah, there's no bounties anymore thanks to Zuki.
There's no war in Ba Sing Se.
Yeah, we managed to capture it, and might I add, save ourselves a fair lump of money. Capture a whole bunch of wanted criminals.
I most certainly have seen these posters. It's interesting. This fish girl that you speak of is also a disciple of, as Gimbal holds up the rosary of Ilmater.
Funnily enough,
Ilmater.
Fish Girl is the second on the list, so I'll just swap them
Oh,
around.
Did I say orc? I meant fish girl.
Slip of the tongue. So similar.
I don't know of this Ilmater that you speak of.
You may not know of him, but the people that you house within do, and like I said, they have a right to express their religion.
Tongue tomorrow.
I have to let you know that these ones are fairly dangerous.
I understand. I will not go into the cells with them. I can simply speak to them through the bars.
This is something that we've never really had to deal with before. Look, I just wait here as the guard turns around and heads into the door that leads to the dungeon. Everyone who's in the dungeons themselves hear the door open, and Zupi, you can hear them talk to the two guards that are at the table.
Tink.
There's some priest here wanting to preach to one of our high security prisoners. Is that an allowed thing?
Is that allowed?
Loudest goes loud.
Is this happening like while we're sleeping, or is it like concurrent to before that actually happens?
It's in the morning.
It's happening just as you're drifting off, I guess. So you'll be asleep. The door, if you're wanting it to, you could wake up at the door, or you could just sleep through it. It's up to you.
Sleep through it. I'd rather spell slots back.
You're sleeping then. You don't hear any of this shit. The guard comes back to you and says, "Look, we'll let you in, but you will be under heavy guard. We would hate for something to happen to you while you're visiting. Like I said, these are dangerous, wanted criminals across multiple cities."
I understand.
Shit.
I appreciate your cooperation.
And one stays there. The one that left before leads you down into the dungeon itself.
Is it one of the ones that broke outcry?
No, they're still at the table.
Okay.
I'm genuinely feeling hard done by here. I did nothing wrong.
Wrong place, wrong time.
Don't worry, I've got a list.
Oh fuck.
And he's checked it twice.
Santa?
Yes, I.
We're
I
getting
bring-
cold, little girl.
No. Coal doesn't burn underwater.
One of the guards at the table then, the two of them lead you to the back of the room, where the other two guards are now standing. You have on one side of you a cell containing Nori, and on the other a cell containing a naked Lao.
Tink,
My eyes.
tink,
Ah!
tink.
So how many guards in total?
So you've got 4 guards with you there currently.
Who's that? Is that Judge?
I think so.
Hey, what?
Yeah,
It
yeah,
might
better.
sound weird.
It's alright, it's just Discord shit.
I'm here.
I'm still here. Don't
So
forget
4
me.
guards.
Gimbal is going to... He looks into Nori's cell and pulls his hood back a little bit, just to make eye contact with Nori so Nori can recognize him, but no one standing beside him would be able to know. So it's just kind of like an eye exchange.
You gotta wake
And-
Nori up.
An eye for an eye.
Hey, Nori has some information.
Hey, come here.
Hey.
As he starts preaching very loudly, almost yelling, "Oh, Ilmater, my great god, please provide these prisoners..." Fuck,
Please provide these prisoners. Just provide.
something, I don't know, I'm not good at prayers.
Gimbal
probably
actually
not
says
either.
this.
Ah da da ba da ba ba.
Bada ba, ada bada.
As he
Speaking in tongues.
catches himself halfway through this prayer, he then looks at the guards to his left. And he's like, "Would you please remove yourself? This part is quite holy, and for those who do not support this god, would be most disrespectful if you heard."
I thought I had a hard sell.
Give me a persuasion check.
We're all good.
Oh, dirty 20.
Oh,
one guard, the guard that was seated at the table that got up to move towards you, reflexively grabs something at his neck that's not there.
Grabs titty.
Look, I don't want to piss off any god. Look, I'll just be I'll watch from over there, and he heads back towards his table.
Lau watches as he goes.
This is the guard that you want to watch.
Tink.
Ding, ding, ding.
It gets louder and more frequent as he's getting closer, and then
Ding, ding,
softer
ding,
as he's
ding, ding,
walking
ding,
away.
ding, ding, ding.
So you now only have 3 guards there.
And so the other guards, how closely are they watching? Are they watching my every move? Are they kind of just...
They're watching between you and Nori, and you can see them that every time that you do something that looks as though you're getting a bit close, whether you're like leaning a little bit or swaying a bit, they're reflexively grabbing tighter on their pikes and looking as though they're going to try and get between you and the prisoner.
I'll take a pike.
Just give me a sec, I'm just reading through my spells.
God takes a bit of time to prepare.
Well, now that they're all grouped up, I'll just cast Fireball on them.
I wasn't a part of this, but now I have so many accounts of murder.
Let's get that kill count up. I was lagging behind, Your Honor. I was 2 kills behind the fish girl.
Only,
So Gimbal,
only 1 kill behind Lau.
Gimbal kneels down and ushers to Nori. Come over here, girl. As he does this, without without being obvious, he's going to cast Sending, and he's going to send a message to Lau.
So does this have any somatic components to it?
A diamond.
That's material. Somatic is like
Ah,
hand
so sorry.
movements or...
It
He
says,
just drops a diamond.
Bah.
Throws it at Lau. Oi!
Sending.
Send a new message.
I can't remember what they stand
Just a
for. but
rock with the message on it.
Yes.
It says it can be
Ow.
V, S, or M. I know S is somatic.
V's verbal.
B
and
is verbal.
material.
What's M?
Material.
Motherfucker.
Material.
Does it say you must use some sort of item?
No, it doesn't. Oh, it
Is it
says
standard?
for material, it says a short piece of fine copper wire.
Which is negligible. That's fine. But there is still a somatic and verbal component to it. So you've got to chant something or do some sort of hand gesture for it. So what I want you to give me, is a sleight of hand check. I don't do this often, but I think in the way that you're trying to do it, where you're trying to disguise the casting of the spell by you kneeling down, I want to just see how this goes.
Maybe 13.
Okay. You're kneeling down to do something or to get closer to Nori or just to disguise the spell being cast?
I'm kneeling down and like ushering to Nori to come over here as I'm casting this spell to allow to try and disguise. So my kneeling and ushering to Nori is me disguising, casting, sending.
So one of the guards is going to move the butt of his pike right in front of you so that you can't actually get any closer to the prisoner. To just stay back from the prisoner. She's dangerous.
She's got so many teeth.
Well, she
She's got
does.
social skills like a dog.
So does the spell go off?
I'll let the spell go off. I think if
So-
you're gonna like fireball them, I think I might have said no, but it's sending. You can send a message. That's fine.
Gimbal is going to send to Lao, and he's just going to say, "Create a big distraction now."
Not actually understanding any of the words, but suddenly hearing what is this magical voice in his head, Lao is immediately going to start like cawing and like monkey barring against the grate, like almost hands through the, like he's snapped. He's reaching out to where those guards are. He's trying to
Yeah, he
force
snapped his hearing
himself.
shit.
He's trying to force himself through these bars to murder these two guards at the end of the hallway. Is that a big enough?
3 points of damage
Okay.
as the guard that's closest to you turns and wraps you across the arm with the butt of his pike. Back. Calm down before I come in there and make you quiet.
Lao doesn't stop. He's still like rattling the bars and screaming his head off like a crow.
All right, so
The
this is going to happen at the same time that you're doing your thing, the Gimbal. So you do your thing, but this is going to happen. What I'm doing over here with Loud happens at the same time.
yes, the guard that was
You good there?
He's just getting ready for tomorrow.
Yeah, Duke's just getting ready.
Practice.
trying my best here, man.
Well, let's take stock here. Gimbal, knowing that Lao does not like magic, magically sent a message into Lao's head as he's sitting naked in a jail cell, repeatedly tapping. That Lao was not the like image of stable mental health just then, and Gimbal's
But
like
as far as
magic
Gimble's aware,
message.
you've done what you've asked to do.
True, true.
It
It's like,
worked either way. The guard that
Right,
was
Gimbal, so what are you
blocking. The guard that was blocking me and Nori, that was standing between us, as Lau has gone off, is he distracted for a second? Does he look away?
He looks
Does it
up to
take
where.
him-
Yeah. So the butt of the pike is still in front of you, but he's turned to see his friend just like whack this bird across the arms.
So as he looks away, would Gimbal be able to slide his hand up over the lock of the prison door and cast heat metal on it?
Just melts it together.
You
I
don't have
live
to
here
touch
forever.
that. You don't have to touch it to heat it up, right? It's a range spell.
Oh yeah,
not
true.
not a touch.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. So the second that Lau goes off and his guard looks away, Gimbal is going to heat metal on the lock.
Okay, so what is the spell components of heat metal?
Let me
Be
find it.
nice.
Metal. Where is it?
Metal in
Verbal.
a dream.
Somatic material, piece of iron and a flame. That's easy for you to do. I'm concerned that you're going to still have to do something verbal and somatic.
Man, if only we could just put our big boy socks on and just deal with whatever was
And go to
gonna happen.
to
Go
the
to court. Yeah,
Absolutely not. We're leaving town.
we need to be here.
Loud doesn't.
Not
Don't
anymore.
discover any shell holes.
According to
So you
Lao,
attempt to
he's only
cast
got
another spell.
Lao's only got one thing he wants to do now.
Murder.
Murder.
Okay, one second here, Gimbal. I'm just gonna do something.
Kill Lao.
I like the sound of that.
I'm gonna
Okay.
send you a DM
um,
saying, please stop this, just don't go to court.
please, can we just move on, please? No, so this wasn't an attack roll or any sort, so you're lucky about that. But I did roll a 20. Immediately, the two guards, seeing what is happening, are now going to shuffle you out and down the hallway as one of the prisoners is now acting out. They are flanking you and ushering you out of the room for your own safety. Please, priest, just keep moving along. This was a bad idea. They're dangerous. They break out. There could be any number of us dead. And,
Lau's in his cage, almost like frothing at the mouth at this stage.
Jesus. Someone fed him Panadol. He's freaking out.
Who's been throwing rice?
15 points of damage, please, Lau, as this dude
I
has
am
just started.
-3 health.
Thank God.
How are you that? How much health do you have?
I had 15 health at the start of the session because I took so much at the end of last session.
He didn't.
Right.
Yeah, he didn't sleep.
So he's knocked you out.
Okay.
Like he's hit you with the blunt end of his. He hasn't just started stabbing at you. He's like nightsticked you with the end of his.
Unlike
his pike, so-
unlike what happened on Tuesday, he turned non-lethal on.
Yes.
Wait.
I said I had non-lethal on.
Yep. Okay. My thing has now changed to death saves. That's cool. Anyway,
No,
That's
you're not
cool,
having
I
death
guess.
saves. You've been knocked out. You're unconscious.
so I'm 1 health.
What?
Okay, so Gimbal, you were being led out. You don't mark off the spell slot. You'll keep that, but you are being led out the front door. I do apologize about this, holy man, but it is unsafe for you to be here. I hope that you were able to get your prayer in. I hope, for the sake of that young girl, that she has listened and her God is with her.
Shit, I tried my best.
The devil's in me.
Don't we fucking know it?
Did the guards in front of Lau and I leave, or just the?
No, just the other two. The two guards there are still there. One's wailing on Lau for once. The other one is now still there. The two guards that, like the one that walked away before, is now started leading Gimbal out the front. Look, they're going to be seen fairly early tomorrow by the judge. This whole mess will be hopefully over nice and quick. Those that are innocent will be free to go, and those that were guilty will be severely dealt with.
Do you know what time they will be seen by the judge? I would very much like to attend.
I'd like to see them die.
I want to see the bird hang.
Get in line.
I feel like chicken tonight.
Meanwhile, the bird's just laying in the bottom of the cell, just constantly being hammered with a stick.
Stop resisting. Stop resisting.
Okay, so they will be seen fairly early on. The courthouse, which is held at the city hall, will be open at 10 a.m. tomorrow.
Thank you for your assistance, as Gimbal is going to head back to Ivor's. Presumably when I snuck out, I didn't lock the door or anything behind me, so I can sneak back in and rest for the rest of the night until morning.
Yep.
Oh.
Morning comes. Sorry, Zoopy, you've got to make a... No, there's another mess to clean up.
Thanks, morning. See you later.
That'll be $15.
Cheap
Damn.
rates.
He's new to the corner. He's got to be careful.
You are individually manacled and led out of your cell.
Dragged.
This
I was
guy.
dragged.
Not fucking this guy.
No, you are being escorted
All right.
up to the courthouse and held in a waiting room under heavy guard.
All of us together.
You are no.
Okay.
So,
He doesn't want to be
Three of you-
associated.
I don't know
you
these
are.
people.
Duke, you are being held, or not held, but just like there.
Correct.
I think this is the fastest Duke's heart's ever gone at like 5 beats per minute.
It's so much gone boop, and you're like, oh boy. Ah.
So much anxiety.
Handle.
Boop, boop.
Duke, you're in the main lobby of the courthouse.
I'm a PI.
I'm a
I'm a PI.
pure.
The receptionist is behind the desk there. Looks up and sees you with the guards, and she makes a comment to the guards. They see that you've caught another one. Why is he not in chains? Isn't he the big one? And she points over at another wanted board.
Is there a price on it?
You know,
I look at the wanted board. How much money are we?
Tell us.
how much can I sell Lao?
Yeah. Now we're talking.
How much are we worth?
If I sold 2 of my kids, how rich would I be?
I kind of want to send this to you and Jupi
Yeah.
individually.
All right. Yeah, straight into the Duke notes.
Fucking cock
You see how good whispers are, Judge?
So I'm gonna send you that.
Hell yeah.
I bet
Alright.
you that Duke's gonna be the most for some reason. And Japan's gonna be so happy.
Yeah, what?
See, Lao's
then
Lao's
the
either going to be
guards-
the most or the least. There's no in
How are
between.
you the most?
the least, bro.
you were then
Wishful
led
thinking.
into the courtroom and sat at one of the benches, flanked by 2 guards either side.
Duke goes, I'm sorry, I didn't catch your names.
Doesn't matter. We're just here to do a job.
I'm for real. What's your name?
Nice to meet you.
You were seated right up the front, so you were not in the viewing stands.
So the court hearings are something that are open to the public if they wanted to.
They will be.
Witness.
When we get hanged.
Lord.
Good luck.
The 3 of you were then led through from a side door. Bound by your manacles, you then see 4 guards with a familiar face seated between them.
Am I conscious now, or am I still unconscious?
You're being dragged through.
I'm totally
This
fine
is
being
Jakai.
dragged through this.
No,
Jakai's
you had
worst
like
nightmare.
a bucket of cold water was dumped over your head in the morning.
They
and
gave me
you've
one of
come
those
to.
sniffing salts. They're like,
Yeah, if you jam something up your bird nose. And you see Duke seated there.
Joke! Imagine, I'm
Hi,
not
Duke.
actually.
Hi!
Duke, oh
I
my
know
god!
him! I know him!
Did you see how much we were worth?
he's the one telling us everything. He's making the
Followed your
decisions.
orders to a T.
I'm glad we met up again.
Oh my god.
You were then sat on the opposite side of the room in a very similar bench on the other side. Guards pile in the bench behind you lot. And they're seated beside you as well. So you are flanked by guards in the same sort of way as what Duke is, but they are in complete control of your movements. You get up, they've got chains to pull you back to be seated.
Hey.
Gimbal, you're able to make your way to the courthouse. you get there without much trouble. There's people everywhere. You can blend in with the crowd. Where are you wanting to sit within the room itself?
So I'm going to say that Gimbal still has his hood and his half mask bandana thing on from the night before, so his face is somewhat covered. He's going to head into the courtroom and he's going to sit towards the back amongst the rest of the public that are there viewing, just to try and blend in as much as possible.
Look at the notice board. How much are we worth?
Oh yeah, I'll look at the notice board.
I can send you details as well.
Yes, please.
Don't tell Mia.
I worry, no problem.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
worry.
People start filing in from the back and take their seats.
I turn
Spontaneously.
around. Do I notice any of them?
Gimbal!
Okay, so there is a sign at the front door to the courtroom in 4 different languages to cover their bases that says, "Please remove hoods and headdresses before entering."
Spontaneously, all of the wanted posters combust.
It's a religious thing. I can't take it off.
The entire place
Stay
just
on the. Just don't come in, bro. Save yourself.
So you can either go in with your hood up, or you can whatever you want to do. You have a choice to do what you want to do here.
You know, let's do it. I'm just gonna go in with my hood still on.
This is the most you've disappointed Jakai all night.
Everyone files in and takes their seats. There is then a large orc man walks in from the side and announces, "No, you're seated down."
You're not that large. Get over yourself.
Is it the bailiff?
All rise.
It's Helmo. Look at him in the background there, all sexy.
Prop him up. All rise. And everyone in the room, guards included, stand up. Gimbal, are you standing with the crowd? Are you staying seated?
I stand up, but because of my height, I'm going to say that it's going to be very hard to see Gimbal.
Everyone
His
else
head's
stands
barely
up.
above. Yeah, his head's barely above the benches.
Yep. Those of you that are in that front row have your chains pulled a bit so that you're almost being forced to stand up. Jupi, the guy holding your chain, you're not as manacled as the rest of them. You're just sort of held by the wrists, whereas everyone else has got like a
We got those dog mouth ones.
no, Nori's been muzzled.
Gimple.
So everyone is sort of like forced to stand up. Are you resisting? Are you standing?
Are you talking to Jasupi?
No, the 3 of you.
Not resisting, but I think it would kind of take me a second to realize, like, that I'm meant to
Oh, we're
sort of-
standing up now.
Because for me, this,
You're
like,
just kind of like, what am I doing? Yeah.
yeah, because like for me, this would be 100% new. Like, while I've been in Alderloft for about a year now, I wouldn't have experienced this part of society before.
So the
Jail.
guard sort of tugs on your chains a bit and goes, stand.
And then I do, like, I don't try to resist or anything. Like, it's more of a
Yeah.
ignorance than
Sorry.
Lau's going
No,
to,
stand
like, after he's been yanked upwards, he's sort of not standing very well. He's trying to keep weight off, like, keeping weight on one foot because he got a fairly big beating last night, so he's very injured.
Yeah.
The court system's corrupt.
They beat me in my cell.
They stripped me naked, then beat me silly.
Duke, are you standing? Because you're
Yeah.
not chained or anything. Yeah.
Yeah, I
You
stand.
stand.
I don't need any prompting. I stand. I stand before the guards even start.
He's like,
lead
he
the
has to
way.
square
I
up
am
against this
standing.
other orc. He's like,
Yeah.
I'll-
Judge Briseus Wildweather presiding. You may be seated.
Did Lyle get the Raven manual up his prison wallet before he left?
His cloaca, thank you.
I'm
He's-
barely.
once
I'm not
Lau
even wearing a
sits-
loincloth.
When Lau sits down, Lau, you actually you feel something under your ass.
Oh,
A booster seat.
It's sharp and pointy.
A happy
Oh.
guard.
You now have a very old elf man walks in and looks out over the courtroom and seats in the chair at the front.
We're fucked. Elves are bitches.
Well, this is a very early time for us to be doing this. So let's get this over with. We are here today to pass judgment against the Severed Hand. They are being accused of crimes against Alderloft and the Crown.
and her people. What say you in her defense?
And this is where we are going to leave it for tonight.
Drakai had his whole like testimony ready.
If you wouldn't mind me just reading this first.
I am a PI.
I cast slow and viral on the judge.
Run, everyone, run! Oh boy. I could feel the anxiety coming off of some of you guys throughout that entire thing. Duke was struggling.
Drac was struggling.
You mean for real?
Yeah, for real. He's Duke. Oh,
All
man.
right.
All right. Before,
So,
did we want to
See you next
end
Friday,
the
nerds.
YouTube stream first as well?
well, does everybody want to sort of say who they are and where they're from so that YouTube knows where to find you all?
From Australia.
I'm from my house. I came from my mother. My background is a wall.
Background is.
Isaac, who are you?
Hello, I'm Isaac, otherwise known as Rathian. I play Gimbal, the Forge Domain Gnome Cleric. You can find me here the first and third Friday of each month on Judge RPG playing AA, or Sundays on Drakai's channel playing Scales of Fate. Unfortunately, I didn't break anyone out of prison tonight. We tried our best, but I don't think that was happening.
Oh Lord, we're trying.
Look, the idea
And
sounded
Grog.
cool in my mind.
I'm a Grog, playing Jubi, the Turtle Sorcerer. I tried to behave tonight. I didn't try to cause too much fuss. Yeah, I'm usually around here, and also Sundays on Drax Scales of Fate, and yeah, maybe other places like my own channel.
Ooh, other places.
Ooh.
Mm.
Maybe.
Is this an announcement there, Grog?
No, it's I need to do something about it.
So watch this space.
Yeah, watch this space.
I swear to God, Isaac.
Mia.
Hi, I'm Mia, Millie Mia. I play Nari, the Drakeborn Trident Ranger. That still wasn't in the right order. I make dice, and find me where you find everyone else. Thanks. Bye. Gremlin.com out of here.
Just go Judge RPG.
Just go, yeah.
Episode off. And Drakai.
Hi, I'm Drakai. I played Pruril Zramash, local PI. No, I played Duke, everyone's unfortunate father who's going to try and talk his way out of all of this. I also DM every Sunday Scales of Fate. I will also be DMing next Friday. Watch as I lure 5 guild members into their petrification to death.
Ooh.
Guild members, is there still room available?
Tuesday, I also play. I also play BG3 with Judge and Jazz.
The concern just then.
Okay, I got it. I nailed it. All right. Yeah, and you can watch that at twitch.tv/Jakai.
It's good fun. And Jazz.
I'm Jazz. I played Lau today, who is, I think, the second time a player character has ever gone down so far. Am I remembering that?
I've gone down twice.
Okay, never mind. Ignore me then. Lau, the Kenku, who's currently having a mental breakdown. You can find
Lost his gun.
me streaming RimWorld soon. It should be good.
Watch this space. Watch that space.
Watch
Watch that
this
space.
space.
He said it. Clip it. Clip it and send it to me for reasons.
And then
I suppose I've got to do my own little promo
for
as well, don't I,
YouTube,
since
yes,
we're
I was
on
just about to say.
YouTube, yeah. I am Judge RPG. I play RPG games. Sometimes I'm actually mainly now doing D&D and tabletop gaming. So on Fridays, it'll either be AA or it'll be the Guild Quest, which I do once a month on the 4th Friday of every month, where you can join in and play along with us. Outside of that, I am on Scales of Fate on a Sunday night. Currently playing Tor until he dies again. And yeah, Baldur's Gate with the 2 lovely gentlemen on a Tuesday.
Sweet.
Yeah, you.
All right. Bye, YouTube.
All right. Well, bye YouTube.
Bye,
We're gonna
YouTube.
find someone
Bye.
to raid out on YouTube.
Bye. Bye.
All right.
All right. YouTube.